Good afternoon, Mr. Mike. My name is Scotty. I'm one of the Porsche product specialists over here. And let me be first of all to say congratulations on your new 2014 Cayenne Platinum Edition over here. I'm going to be the one showing you how to work a lot of the features on your car. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now the first thing we're going to do is take a look at some of the aspects of the outside of the vehicle over here. And of course, to unlock the car, you're going to do it just of course by the key fob, which is very nice and easy. I have it placed in my pocket. And we're just going to go ahead and hit this little button right here to unlock, this little guy to lock it, and of course this little one to pop the trunk. Now if we flip it around, we have the panic switch right over here. And then if we wanted to remove the valet key, I don't know if you can see this, there's a little switch right over here. We're going to twist that over to the side, and we'd pull it up, and the valet key would come out. Now, due to my limited operations here, one-handed operations are going to be a little interesting here. So let's go ahead and give it a try here. Now, to unlock the vehicle without using the key, you see this little switch right over here? That guy would actually lock the car, nice and easy. And if we wanted to unlock the car, we would just reach for the door handle, like so. Now the car is unlocked, and we're able to take a look inside. And we're going to get to the inside aspects of the car here in just a second. But let's go ahead and come on over to the trunk. And the trunk is very easy to operate. Of course, you can just pop it right from the key, as mentioned before, or you just give a little pinch right under here. Trunk opens up. We have access to the trunk, nice and easy. Now, for some people, this trunk opens up quite too high here. So now, if you want to actually adjust how high the trunk opens, you just manually lower it to wherever you like it, and you press and hold this little guy right over here, which would normally be the closing operation. You get a little chime to let you know it's been saved, and now if we were to open up the trunk, instead of opening up at its maximum height, it would only open up at our designated height. Now, if we wanted to close the trunk, we would just tap that very same button that we just held. And if we wanted to close the trunk and lock the car, we'd hit the little button to the right here. But we just want to close this, so we're just going to do that nice and easily there. And of course, we have your tow hitch right down over here. Let's do a little walk around here. Now, to gas up the car is also very easy on this car. You just want to make sure the vehicle is unlocked, and you press down on the door, anywhere on it, and it just pops up nice and easily. Now, we recommend 93 octane only on this car. And we go ahead and give it a twist. Give a nice little holder right here to set it in. Push it back in. You'll feel like a little resistance click right there. And we'll go ahead and press it. Now, when the car is locked, that door actually also locks. So, very nice little secure thing there. Now, let's go ahead and come into the inside of the vehicle. Now, for the seat operations, which are going to be most likely the first things you're going to want to set in the vehicle, it's very easy to operate. This little guy is actually going to be for your thigh support, which is located right over here in the front. You can see that retracting or pushing forward. This little guy is actually going to be for your forward position of the seat, back position, height, as well as tilt of the seat, in case you wanted a little higher angle. Of course, this guy's going to be for your backrest here. And this guy's going to be for your 4 ways of lumbar adjustment. Of course, pressing it forward is going to extend it out. And if you wish it to be higher or lower, depending on your back there. And if you just want to retract it back, you'd hit this little guy back like so. But now I'm going to scoot the seat back, and we're going to hop on in. Now, to start the car, it's also very easy. It also uses the keyless function, but they have what's called a dummy key. To keep Porsche racing tradition, they have a little dummy key located on the left-hand side that stays in the car at all times. As long as you have the key, the true key, in your pocket or somewhere in the car, you're able to start it just by putting your foot in the brake, giving a little twist, and the vehicle starts and the steering wheel moves. Now, once you have your seat all set, the next thing you're going to want to adjust is going to be the mirrors. And the mirrors are also very easy on this one. So let's go ahead and I'll keep this open so we can see it. These little buttons right over here are going to designate which mirror you're wanting to adjust, and this little dial actually allows you to adjust it. So we can see right over there. And there we are, nice and easy. Now that we have that set, the next thing we're going to want to adjust, of course, is going to be the steering wheel. Now, the steering wheel has a kind of an interesting button location to actually adjust it. It's actually going to be located almost directly under the steering wheel stock, and you'll see it right there. And wherever you want the steering wheel to move, that's where you move the button. And there it goes. So now that's done. Now we're able to save everything to the seat settings. Now, over on the door, you actually have your memory seat settings. There's 3 different buttons, technically. You have set, which of course would activate if you want to save it. So let's say we just want to save just your seat, steering wheel, mirror settings. We just hit set in 1. But in your case, if you're going to be the primary driver of the vehicle, there's also this little key guy right over here. And that memorizes more than just the seats and the mirrors and the steering wheel. That's also going to memorize AC settings, last radio settings, radio volume, things like that. So what I recommend doing is actually going set and key. Once you have everything truly set, including AC and radio and everything like that. And then for whatever reason, if somebody messes up your settings on any of that stuff, you can just hit set number 3, and that'll bring you back to your previous AC, radio, and everything like that. Or if you just wanted your seat back to what it was before, then you would just press and hold 1. And that's it. Nice and easy. Otherwise, we have your door locks located right over here. Very nice and easy as well. Well, let's come to some more of the controls right over here. To fold in the mirrors is going to be this little button right over here. And it's also the same button to fold it back out again, like so. Coming back down over here. This little lit up guy, when it's lit up, this is actually going to be your lane departure warning, or lane change assist, my apologies. That's going to be your blind spot detection. If the light is on, the feature is on. So that means that it's activated right now. Now, including this and a lot of other settings on the car, we already preset those for you, so you don't really have to worry about it. But if you do have any questions on any of those, please feel free to contact us, of course. Now, window control, also very easy, just as you expect on any luxury vehicle here. We're going to press this little guy down. The window will only go down a little bit. But if you press it down to the second resistance point, the window rolls all the way down in one motion. Same thing for raising it back up. Nice and easy. Same thing for the rear windows. Now this little guy right here locks the rear windows in case you have any kids or dogs in the car that have a tendency to open up windows when you don't want them to. And this one to the right is actually going to pop the trunk. If we touch that, the trunk would actually open, which we can see in the rear view mirror. And if I press and hold that very same button, I don't know if you can hear the beeping, it would actually lower the trunk back down. Very useful feature there. All right. Now, coming across to the headlight operation, right over here, we have it set in auto mode, and that's where it can stay for the rest of the car's life. You never have to worry about a darn thing. Come right over here, twist it all the way to the right. That's going to be manual low beams, if you wish to turn them on yourself. This position would be parking lights. This is the one position you really don't want to turn the car off in, because it would keep the lights on, essentially saying that you're stuck on the side of the road, but without an emergency. So we're just going to keep it back into auto. And if you want your fog lights on, you'd actually have to turn them all the way over to manual and pull the little stalk out. Now your fog lights are on. But we're just going to keep it in auto. Now your parking brake is located right over here. Very nice and easy to operate as well. You're going to press it forward to activate it. Put your foot on the brake and pull it towards you to deactivate it. That's it. Simple as that. Next controls we're going to talk about are going to be turn signals, which you can see right over here. Very nice and easy to operate. Press down a little bit for 3 ticks for a lane change. Pressing it down all the way keeps it in that position and keeps it going until you either make the turn or just press it up back into the original position. And that's it. Very easy. This is also the same stock for high beam control. Pull it towards you to flash, or press it away if it's dark enough out to keep the high beams on, but it's not dark enough out so we won't see it working there. Cruise control, also very easy to operate. Now, let me get rid of this little menu thing that's saying that I have a door open. We're going to hit this little button over here at the end to activate cruise control, which will give us a little indicator right over here in the dash. Now, if we want to actually go ahead and set the speed, it has a nice little guide over here to let us know what to do. So it just tells us press it forward to set the speed, and if you want to increase the speed, you press it forward again, or decrease by pulling it back. If you want to turn it off temporarily, like coasting, you press it down to turn it off, and you lift it back up to resume again. But if you want to fully turn it off, then you're just going to hit this button here at the end. And that's it there. Now, windshield wipers. A little interesting on these, not bad at all. So what you're going to do to activate windshield wipers, very easy. You're going to lift it up to the first indicator. Oops, a little too much there. To intermittent. And then you can adjust the intermittent using this little guy right here at the end. If you lift it up all the way, it goes to the low, and then up all the way to high. But we're just going to press this back down. If you want to do a single swipe, you press it down once, and it would just do a single swipe there. But we're going to keep it about right there. Now, to turn on the rear wiper is going to be this little guy right here. If you want to turn it intermittent, right there, or on all the way, you'd lift it up, and that would also spray the rear wiper as well. Now, talking about spraying the wipers, you're going to pull the whole stock towards you to wash the front windshield, and if you want to wash the front headlights, you're actually going to press this little guy right here. I don't know if you can see that little button. It's a little hidden one right there, and that would actually wash the front headlights. And that's it. Very nice and easy. All right. Now, The next little guy, and this is a pretty Porsche exclusive thing going on over here, is going to be how to control your digital gauge cluster right over here. Now, if I come down, we're going to have this extra stock down low. If I want to control it, bear with me here, we got to back up here. All right. Now, in order to adjust everything on this little gauge over here, we're going to lift it up to change screens, down to change screens as well, press it forward to select, and pull it back to go back. Nice and easy. Now, we have navigation, of course, for map. We actually have the destination in case you want to do any last destinations without using the infotainment screen. Audio, whatever audio source you're on right there. Vehicle information, basic vehicle things, coolant, oil temperature, oil pressure, things like that. Tire pressures. Trip computers. Telephone, once we have your phone hooked up. And back to navigation. And that's it. Very nice and easy. Of course, we have your paddle shifters located on the steering wheel right over here. Lots of fun with those. But let's go ahead and come to some AC controls. Now, the AC controls are pretty mirrored on either side. Starting over here, we have your temperature control, as well as fan speed right over here, which is also the same on the other side, right over here. Over here, we have auto, which is also the same as auto over here. Now, what that's made to do is essentially maintain the fan speed and where the air is coming from for you, which are these little buttons where the air is coming from. All you have to do is just set the temperature. It'll take care of everything else. So right now we have it set at 77 degrees. So the car is actually choosing where the air should be coming from, the fan speed, everything like that to get it to our temperature needs, and then it would dial the air back as needed. And that's it. Now, if you just wanted to turn off auto, just adjust the fan speed and it's instantly turned off. And that's it. But front windshield defroster, rear windshield defroster, air recirculation, sync just matches our both sides together. Nice and easy there. AC max for those hot days. And then AC if you just want AC, or as opposed if you just want the fans to blow. And that's it.